Barcelona has won La Liga by taking care of business on match day 36 and beating Espanyol. And we are going to talk about that match and about Barcelona's year and winning La Liga. But more importantly than that, we are going to hit on a couple of underdogs who also took care of business this week. We're going to talk about Bologna winning Coppa Italia, and we're going to talk about Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup. This is My Mom Calls It Soccer, and I'm Michelle.
I'm Chase. I call it football.
Okay, Chase, let's talk about Barcelona, champions of La Liga.
They wrapped up the league in match day 36. It was on Thursday. It was against Espanyol. They're basically they're like city rivals.
Oh,
basically.
So
Espanyol hates Barca. It's really one-sided hate.
So they're
to be honest.
Catalan
derby, basically.
Okay, it's a Catalan derby, and they are another team in
Catalonia, yeah.
Catalonia, okay.
Yeah. And they're right next to each other as well. Espanyol hates Barca. I think there's like a huge history in why they hate Barca, but I don't know right now. So they really hate Barca, and this is actually the second time in a row that Barcelona beat Espanyol to win La Liga at their home.
At Espanyol.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I had seen something that there was some praise for Hansi Flick that he got the players off the field so they weren't excessively celebrating.
There was also, the Barca players still kind of celebrated on the pitch. And the funny thing was Espanyol turned the sprinklers on to get them off.
Okay, that's smart. If you got to get someone off your lawn, that is a good way to do it. You turn on the sprinklers.
Barca kept celebrating.
They didn't care. Yeah,
but then they went off. Hansi Flick told them off.
Okay. So. Tell us about the game. Was it close game? Exciting game?
It was very close. Game ended 2-0. At first, in the first half, Espanyol had two big chances that they could have gone 2-0 up. One was just a horrible miss, and then the other was a great save by Szczesny, who's come out of retirement to play for Barcelona. He was literally on the beach in, I think, Italy, smoking cigars, which is like his favorite thing to do in his pastime. And then he gets the call from Barca during the season as well.
Because their goalkeeper
got
injured. Mm-hmm. And where did Szczesny play before?
Juventus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Juventus, which is an Italian.
Yes.
Okay. So he gets the call midway through the season. He comes, fills in, and then and Barcelona's had a great year.
3 trophies.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So they win La Liga. They would have won even with a tie, with a draw. Correct?
No.
They wouldn't have.
No,
okay.
Because they would have won with They would have won if Madrid tied or lost.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So, but winning it took care of it.
Yeah.
And I believe they've already had a parade and big celebration. They had another game today, the day we're filming, which they lost. But again, doesn't matter because they've taken care of business. They still fun to watch. I know you enjoyed watching today. Lamine Yamal had another amazing goal.
Golazo, yeah.
Yes. So he is just so phenomenal to watch.
Yeah.
And I would think Barcelona fans are excited because he is still not 18, right?
No, he's not even an adult yet.
Yes.
He's not in his 20s.
Yes.
He won't be like 26 in 9 years.
Yeah. So
and that's like when players' primes happen. So he's nowhere near his prime.
It's crazy. So he's super fun to watch. So congratulations to Barcelona. Congratulations to Chase. That's your team. So exciting for both of us because my team won the Premier League, your team won La Liga.
Domestic treble as well.
You guys won the domestic treble because you won
Supercopa, Copa del Rey, and La Liga.
Okay, Supercopa, Copa del Rey, and La Liga. So very exciting. But let's move on. So one of the things that I love in all of sports are underdogs. I like when teams that aren't supposed to win. I like when you have weird matchups that nobody expected at the beginning of the year. It's one of the things I don't watch college basketball in the United States all the time, but I always watch March Madness. And the reason that I enjoy it so much is I love to see a smaller team or a team that's not expected to win have a chance to win.
Yeah.
And so there were two finals, two significant tournaments this week where we had underdogs win, or teams that don't win a lot win. And so the first one was Coppa Italia, which is the Italian Cup, right?
Yeah.
I've finally figured out all these other words for cup.
Yeah.
So Coppa Italia and Bologna won that. So tell us a little bit about that.
So the game ended 1-0, and the goal came in the 55th minute, I believe. It was a little bit of a kind of a scrappy goal, kind of landed in the right place goal, but Bologna defended really well in that game, especially after they went up. AC Milan just couldn't break down their defense. They even had some chances on the counter as well in transition. AC Milan also just looked like they weren't coherent at all. They didn't play really well. They didn't really know how to operate in tight spaces and everything.
Chase is fighting a cold, so sorry.
Yeah.
So some people who maybe don't know a lot about soccer, but still may have heard of AC Milan, it's a more well-known team than a team like Bologna, right?
They have the second most. So.
The second, 7 UCLs, so 7 Champions Leagues. So they have won a lot. And then probably our most well-known player from the United States plays on AC Milan, correct?
Pulisic, yeah.
Pulisic. So again, for people who maybe don't know a lot about soccer, that might be someone you've heard of. And then you're going to, with World Cup, you're going to hear Christian Pulisic's name as there's talk about the United States team.
Yeah.
So it's a note. So it was exciting. I loved seeing Bologna defeat AC Milan. It's just exciting to see. It was, am I correct, their first, no, I'm getting ahead of myself.
First trophy in 51 years.
First trophy in 51 years. So a big deal. Yeah. And their fans, the celebration after watching the trophy presentation and all of that was super fun. And again, if you are a sports fan, I think that's one of those things that you love. And one of the things that I am learning to really enjoy about soccer, being an outsider, learning more about it, is that because you do have these important tournaments and multiples throughout the season, you do have teams who have a chance of winning something, even if they aren't going to win their league, and that it is really difficult for a team to be dominant. Barcelona has done it, but if you look at the other leagues, it's really difficult to win your league and then also win these tournaments. Yeah. And so I just, not knowing really much at all about Serie A and coming in and watching it, it was still really exciting.
Yeah.
So I thought that was fun. So that was a big win by an underdog. And then we had the FA Cup final. And that was Man City, who is well-known and a good team. And
not this year, though.
They've had a down year, but where are they?
At one point, they won one match in 13 in all competitions. So.
But they're well-known.
Yeah.
It's even like Man United, who has had a really
16th,
terrible year, but in
they'd
the United
be relegated
States,
if the last 3 places weren't even considered.
Yes. So but it is with Man United and Man City, it seems like both of those are teams that do have a lot of following in the U.S. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are familiar with them.
Yeah.
So it was Man City, and they were playing against Crystal Palace, which just sounds lovely. Like a lovely place.
They're from South London.
Yes, South London, and just a great name, you know, Crystal Palace. And so tell us a little bit about that game and why it is so significant that Crystal Palace won.
Well, it was another defensive masterclass from Crystal Palace. I believe in the first half they only had 13% possession, but it very much showed that they knew what to do more with the ball.
So they
were
in the
more coherent
first half,
on the ball.
in the first half, Crystal Palace only had the ball 13% of the time.
Yeah.
So Man City had it the majority of the time, but they still
Yes.
couldn't score.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Crystal Palace, even though they only had 13% possession, they were more cohesive on the ball. They looked like they knew more of what they were going to do on the ball. They had plans on the attack and everything. Even the coach said after Man City beat them 5-2 in the Premier League, the coach of Crystal Palace said that Pep better not use the same tactics and strategies in the FA Cup final, because if we make it there, we'll figure them out. And they did figure them out.
And he was right.
Yeah. They scored in the 16th minute, and Man City had chances, but they just took too long to get a shot on target.
Okay.
They wanted to play perfect football. They wanted to get the perfect chance. You can't really get that against a low block team that packs a ton of men in the box and also takes out the middle part of the field.
So if they're a low block team and they pack it in, you're just saying you got to
you really can't play the perfect pass.
You're not going to have a
finish.
perfectly set up play because they're so packed in.
Sometimes you just need to kind of hoof crosses in, takes shots from out the box and stuff like that. And if you get a good ball into the box, take one touch and shoot it immediately.
Okay.
Like 5 milliseconds after you get the ball.
Yeah, you just can't. You can't try to.
Because they're going to close you out immediately.
I got it.
And Man City actually got a pen in the game.
Oh, they did, and they missed it.
Yep, it got saved.
Who took it?
I forgot his name. Omar Marmoush, yeah.
Okay, Omar Marmoush. So Man City got a penalty kick. What happened? Do you remember the foul or what happened?
I don't believe the player who fouled him, but Bruno, not Fernandez. I don't know his name either, but I know he's Bruno. He got fouled, and it's kind of a soft foul in the pen. He kind of invites the tackle. Basically, it's not an intentional foul, but Bruno kind of throws himself into it and gets the call.
So is it a flop?
Well, it's not a flop if technically it's a foul.
Okay.
He just went into the tackle.
Okay.
So usually Haaland takes the pens.
Okay.
But he's missed 3, I think. Well, yeah, 3 in this whole season. And he actually missed one in the FA Cup.
Haaland, where's he from?
Norway.
Norway. Okay.
And it was a little weird that their number 9, their striker, doesn't want to take a pen so he can score more goals. Haaland is a big, he wants to end every game with a hat trick or at least scoring a goal. And it's weird that he gave the penalty to Omar. Marmoush, he might have been a good pen taker in Frankfurt, but Haaland's their main guy.
Right.
And I don't understand why he wouldn't be I'm going to take this pen.
Sure.
I want to score in the final,
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get on the headlines and stuff. So
interesting.
And it kind of felt like he was going to miss Marmoush. There was kind of a feeling, just it wasn't Man City's day. So
yeah, and that happens sometimes. So with Man City having the kind of year that they've had, is Pep's job in jeopardy or anything? Or
I'd say kind of, but also he's just such an all-time manager that you don't really think about letting him leave. He's due a bad season.
Sure.
It's fine for him to have one with how consistent he's been.
Yeah.
But he doesn't trust in young players at all. He keeps... Oh, I hate me so. He's scratching on my chair.
Hi, Miso.
But he just keeps playing his old players and doesn't rely on the young talent.
Hi, buddy. Hi. Miso has entered the chat.
Yeah.
Our cat is participating in the podcast.
Yes.
So, okay. So, but Man City, you would expect we'll make some moves, try to get some different players, do some things in the off season.
They're called an oil club since they were bought out by, I believe, the Saudis.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to have a lot of money to spend.
Money to do. Okay.
Apparently they're linked with Florian Wirtz, who's a center attacking midfielder.
Okay.
He'll basically take Kevin De Bruyne's spot.
Okay.
Which is actually good because he's a really good creative midfielder and is good at scoring goals as well.
So it'll make them better.
Yeah, better than current Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, his prime is way better. So.
Okay. So, anything else you want to say about the Coppa Italia final or the FA Cup final?
Oh, yeah. This is Crystal Palace's first trophy ever.
Yes, that's their first major trophy they've ever won.
Yep.
So that's exciting. Yeah, we ended up talking a lot about Man City instead of Crystal Palace, but Crystal Palace.
They played a great game, and their goalkeeper made a ton of amazing saves as well. Even their defense they were just great at closing out the box and stuff.
So super excited for them. And I read an article today that was talking about that it is them winning shows you that you can be impactful and win even if you don't have a huge budget that you're working with. Yeah. So they've done a lot with what they have. So it's exciting. So Miso is very interested in talking about the FA Cup. So he's very interested in it right now. All right. So that's it for the games this week. We're going to turn it to Grandma here in a minute, and she is going to update you on telling you a little bit about both where Crystal Palace, some of their history, and Bologna, some of their history. Okay, so this summer we are going to do something fun and special with the podcast. And so what we are looking for are probably 8 to 10 people, couples, families who don't really know a lot about soccer yet, or maybe know a little bit, have some interest, maybe kind of follow a team, but really want to learn more and want to have a team to follow, have a favorite player. And so we want people to let us know if you would be interested. And over this summer, we are going to do some fun things with those people to help them find their perfect team. We're going to help them identify kind of a top 3 teams, and then we'll do some fun things to weed through those teams and players and figure out who is the best fit for each person who signed up to do this. We will give you tools then throughout the year to know when your team is playing, where to watch them. We will help you connect with other fans that are possibly near you. We know that a lot of clubs do have fan clubs, if say here in the United States. And so we will do a lot of things to help you really dive in, learn more about the game, learn more about whichever team we help you pair up with. It'll be super fun throughout then the season. We will check in with you. We would look forward to having some rivalry games against some folks. So maybe if Liverpool is playing against a team that we have paired someone with, or Barcelona is playing against a team we've paired someone with, and we want to communicate throughout the year and just have a good time with it. So we will be posting more on our social media about it. In the meantime, if you see this and you are interested, you can drop us a message in whatever you're viewing this on. Let us know that you would be interested. And again, we want to try to start this first year with 8 to 10 people. We're really trying to build a community in our area, in our country, of people who want to follow soccer and want to learn more about it. So watch for more information to come on that. We're super excited about it. And with that, we're going to throw it to Grandma with Minute on the Map, where she's going to highlight Crystal Palace and Bologna.
Crystal Palace, that just won the FA Cup, is located in South London in England, and that would be right about here. Crystal Palace can trace its origin back to the first Palace football team, established in 1861, playing its first match in 1862. That makes it the oldest league club in existence still playing professional football. They are founding members of both the Football Association and the FA Cup. Bologna Football Club is located in Bologna, Italy, and it is in the upper portion of Italy, right below the Alps. And it is the team that plays in Serie A. They are playing in the top flight of the Italian league, and they were founded in 1909. They have won 7 top flight titles and now are the proud owners of their 3rd Coppa Italia title and were founding members of Serie A. They won their last league title in 1964.
See you next time.